In this video, I want to give you just some examples how to stuff toys or household materials with food to give to your dog. Often they last a little longer if they stuff them, and it's more fun for the dog to solve the little problem how to get the food out of the toys. And you can maybe start off with ice cube trays. They come in all different shapes and sizes and materials. So this one in the middle, for example, it's very easy, but it's slippery on the floor, so it will move around when the dog starts licking. This one has very deep capacities, and they have silicone on the back, so it's not so slippery, but it's deeper to stick your tongue in, and it's smaller, so this is way more difficult than this one. I love the silicone trays because they come in so many funny shapes and sizes. I put out the flower ones today. You can just fill them up with all kinds of different foods and use them just like that. So give them to them kind of warm, and also you can freeze the food. If you freeze the food, just make sure to try in a tiny amount first if the dog is not reacting very sensitive to the cold. Some dogs will react with their stomach to that. If the dog is fine eating cold stuff, it's a perfect way, especially during hot days in the summer, to help the dog cool down. And also make sure that the dog is not getting too frustrated if the food is not coming out at once, and you don't want to create a frustrating situation. So please observe that that's not going into the wrong direction. Enriching is supposed to be fun and easy and not making the dog's life more difficult. Then there are tons of different dog toys. I think the most common ones are Kongs. Kongs come in different sizes and also colors. Choose the size that's appropriate for your dog, that they can handle it. And especially like those tiny ones for huge dogs could be also kind of dangerous. So be careful with that. The red ones are just like the normal Kong for normal chewers. The black ones are a little bit more sturdy. They are for the heavy chewers. And for puppies, you will find light pink ones or light blue ones. They are a little bit softer and easier to handle. Also, they are supposed to be purple ones for senior dogs, but I haven't actually seen them on the market. But they're supposed to be there. So keep your eyes out and choose the Kong appropriate for your dog. I like to fill up the Kong because it's hard to clean. Make sure that the top hole stays free, otherwise you get this suction problem if the dog really licks in here, and it could get stuck on the dog. So just keep the hole free. I like to just put in some kibble first and then fill it up with all different kinds of stuff. Look it up even on the Kong webpage. They have tons of recipes there. You can just fill it up with kibble and mix it with canned dog food or other stuff that you can spread, like cream cheese, peanut butter, dog meat, cheese. You can give it to them like that. You can freeze the Kong, and you also can microwave them. So especially if you're using cheese, it really gets like very solid then inside the Kong, and it's harder for the dog to get out. It lasts longer, but also could be more frustrating. This one is quite nice. You can put in kibble in the middle, and it's like a labyrinth in there, so it's not falling out very easily. And smearing other stuff or putting I like to put carrots pieces in here so that the dog can get it out, and it's supposed to also clean the teeth a little bit. Teeth cleaning toys are often shaped like this with those little tiny spikes on there. Just make sure that it stays normal, not like this one. Our dog just had this one for not even a minute, and the material is very hard, and these really hurt. So make sure if you buy new toys, watch closely, and also control your toys regularly if they are okay to use or if they need to be thrown away. Another one that I really love are those snakes. In the beginning, when you get them, they are very hard, and they will soften a little bit when you're using them. If your dog is very inexperienced, you can just put in kibble here, cut off the tail, and the kibble then can fall out, and but the dog still learns how to open this up with his tongue and start. You can later use it to put stuff in here that they can lick it out or have to work a little bit harder. And it's also the dogs. I don't know why the dogs love those. It's just the size, it's the shape. I don't know. It's really funny. Um, to use food, you can be very, very creative. Like you can use typical dog food, like the normal kibble, just in different flavors. These two are just dog treats that are a little bit more moist, so they are very, very soft. This is dried lung. Fish is great. This is dried salmon, and also in some stores you will find freeze-dried meat. This is really, really, really light and tastes fantastic according to my dog, and it's a very healthy treat. And I love these two, especially if your dog has to a little bit be careful with food and his weight. This is rice with a liver flavor, and it's popped like popcorn, and so it's also very light and tasty but has hardly any calories, so that's a great thing. So you can use different sorts of food for different flavors, different textures, to give the dog different experiences. And dog meat or cooked potatoes, cheese, and all kinds of sorts. This is a powder made of sweet potato that you mix up with hot water and becomes a smooth paste that you can use. Cream cheese, baby food, tuna, dog food, and all kinds of shapes or flavors. Also, what we like to use is dried banana chips or dried apples, and of course, peanut butter. In those toys, you can use whatever your dog likes. Just make sure that it's according to the ability for your dog to solve the problem. And it's not supposed to be frustrating for the dog, it's just supposed to be fun and a nice thing to do, maybe during a lazy afternoon or helping the dog to relax. Maybe for crate training, or if he has to stay on a mat or something and wait. But please supervise your dog, especially in the beginning, how he handles the problems, how he's handling the toys, and that's not getting dangerous. If you're using food that's supposed to be for humans, make sure that all the ingredients are dog safe. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I will be happy to answer them. Bye.